Tonight, from Bank of America Stadium in Charlotte, North Carolina, it's the NFC Divisional Round Playoffs on EA Sports. Cam Newton and the Carolina Panthers taking on Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game, as we've got a great one in store between the Dallas Cowboys and the Carolina Panthers. Hello, everyone. As the postseason continues here on EA Sports, we're pleased to bring it to you. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And who has the edge here? You got one side that had some extra rest, but another comes in off a win last week. The wild card round.
And it's funny.
Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Now we'll see what the right arm of Dak Prescott has in store as the Dallas Cowboys offense sets up shop.
And he more than did his part in the wild card win with 3 touchdown passes. Now, he's going to get a bigger test here in round 2, but his unit is in rhythm, and they're playing as well as they have all year long. I wouldn't be surprised if this defense, though, tried to get after him early with a little extra pressure. If he can handle that, he can have another big game, though.
Looking to pass first play is Prescott. Flush to his right. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. Now it's a bootleg with Prescott out to his left. And he will slide to a halt with a penalty marker down on the play. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Now Prescott. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. Here's Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. An excellent gain, 35 yards.
We expected this defense to be tested by this passing game coming into this one, and there's an example on this first possession of the game.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now Prescott. That's caught again by Schultz. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss. The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down.
Prescott to throw it. He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. And again, it's Prescott. Being chased out left. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A 1st down, a 16-yard gain.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the 1st down marker, and this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the 1st down sack.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. It's complete right side to Benjamin. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
That's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath by all means.
Now Jason Sanders for the field goal try. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. Sanders' kick is good, and the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. Not a touchdown, obviously, but playoffs, you're on the road. At least you put something on the board.
I would agree with that totally. You're not exactly sending a message to the opposition, but you are letting them know that you came to play.
And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. So here now are the Panthers for their first drive of the game. They'll have Cam Newton calling the shots, the big man under center at 6'5", nearly 250 pounds.
And he and his team, they're the beneficiaries of a first-round bye earned by a tremendous regular season. He'd been a little bit nicked up, so he could use the rest. And I'm sure his teammates felt the exact same way. But now it'll be interesting to watch their first few drives in this one. Because sometimes getting the rest is great, but sometimes you accumulate a little bit of rust as well. Maybe they come out flat, and they can't afford that in the postseason.
16 yards right off the bat and a first down. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
And 22 more yards there and another first down.
Good, strong, explosive run that started inside, which means you've got to control those defensive linemen, the defensive tackles, the nose guards. Those guys have to be controlled. How about the offensive line, the job they just did?
Yeah, key that A-gap usually on those runs, right?
That's where it all starts because everyone wants to kind of control that area. It disrupts things from the defensive side and the offensive side. As we just saw, it opens up possibilities.
And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. 48 yards for him already. An excellent drive to kick off this divisional round matchup. That might be an understatement. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. On second down, they'll run it here. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That second down play nets a -4.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
And on third down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. This is caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well.
A field goal helps, but a touchdown gets you the lead. That had to be the message transmitted in the huddle. And they delivered theirs. That throw is going to keep the drive alive. And even better than that, set them up with a first and goal.
After one on EA Sports. They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to ball his way in for a Panther score. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Panthers have taken the lead. And he was excellent on that drive. He deserved to be the one to get across the chalk.
Oh, I agree with you totally. A workhorse on the drive. And how about that last decisive run to punch it in?
Extra point attempt to come here. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. So this drive spans 7 plays. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Dallas offense set for this next drive. And for them, maybe a little carryover from last week's game. They got the win on the road in the wild card round, on the road here again in the divisional round, but they're hanging tough.
Hey, cue a little music, right? A little on the road again. I mean, this has been kind of the mantra they're under right now, and they can't change it. The season dictated what would happen with them, right? They had to go on the road for the first round for the playoff. They're on the road again, and sometimes teams get really comfortable with that. Not only the idea of going on the road and shocking the world, but just, hey, it's just us. We don't have to worry about outside distractions. It's just us. Let's go play.
Becomes that us against the world mentality, doesn't it?
And while it may be overplayed, you know, in the media, it's real when it comes time to play ball.
It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with third down coming up. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down. So hang on, a big call coming on third down. The Cowboys on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. To throw is Prescott. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's been effective so far, over the 40-yard mark here in the second quarter. Don't forget about those guys up front, though. They've been effective, too.
The leverage game has been in their favor. They've been the ones who've been able to bend their knees, drop their hips, and get a little bit lower than the guys on the other side of the football, and they've moved them out of the way for the runner.
Sometimes that's tough for those big fellas.
Not an easy thing for them to do.
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. To throw again on 2nd down. Newton. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, and it's good for a 1st down as well. Here's Newton. Over the middle, it's complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 right at the 40. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Off play action. Newton. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he's going to get the 1st down as they bring him down at the 23. 61 yards for him on the ground so far tonight, as he has been terrific in this first half.
And we tend to give those running backs that are slashers a lot of credit, but how about guys who are maulers? Because that's what you want in short yardage situations, and we just saw that occur right there, didn't we?
Vertical, downhill running. On 1st down, it's Newton. Wide open receiver complete. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Now Newton on 1st down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 3 yards is the gain that time, 2nd and goal. Newton to throw. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. DeMarcus Lawrence. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. A big one coming in this divisional round playoff, 3rd and goal. Newton. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. And his kick here is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the two teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. Prescott now. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. That is caught by Lamb. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. Prescott. And he'll go right back to Lamb. And they're going to get this up to midfield. Prescott now from the 50. Able to hit his target, Lamb. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 37. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. 1st down, Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on 1st down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Prescott flush. Oh, Prescott stripped. But I believe a Cowboy was there to get it. He was, and Dallas will maintain possession.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. Throwing, Prescott. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this will stay at a 7-point game. These playoff games have a tendency to be tight. You have to wonder if that missed field goal could haunt them later.
Yeah, we're always looking for the key plays, right? The ones that we're going to magnify. Usually those happen in the 2nd half or later in the game. This might be the key play of the game showing up here in the 1st half.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the 1st half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And he missed it. It's no good. And this will remain a 1-touchdown game. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports halftime report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. But first, let's take a look back to Saturday's NFC divisional round game. And it was the New York Giants who are moving on as they were able to eliminate the San Francisco 49ers. Meanwhile, in our game, we're set up for a terrific 2nd half. So to find out who will advance to the NFC title game, let's send it back out to Brandon Godden.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. 2nd half action back underway. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Throwing is Newton. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. From the 41, Newton. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 30. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll run a draw now with Hubbard. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 83 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Right back to him on first down. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Panthers take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. So he had the nice run to get him down there. Was stopped just short of the goal line, but they go right back to him, CD, and he delivers to finish the drive off.
A little extra determination there, don't you think, partner? You notice he didn't tap on his helmet and say, get me out after the run down to the end zone. He said, I almost got in. I'm going to get in on my own. I'm staying in. And he carries it across the goal line.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 17-3. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. He takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Prescott able to get down there at the end on the slide, and he has the first as well. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
The defense did its job of taking away a quick throw, but that's only half the battle, because They've got to get to him before he can make a run for it. A little bit late containing him there, so he makes a nice gain out of a play that looked like it was in trouble.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Off the play fake, Prescott rolling to his left. He's got a man, complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 33 yards that time.
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit, and that might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Elliott. And he's going to take this ahead for... He'll drop to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Schultz. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. Flush to his right. And he finds his target. It's Schultz. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Now Jason Sanders for the field goal try. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. Sanders' kick is good. And a second field goal here gets him back within 11 now. It's 17-6. So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the 3rd quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send the message that says, hey, we're not going away.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn it into a play action, and throw one deep.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll get about 3 up past the 25. And the Cowboys here on 3rd down bringing in an extra defensive back. Now it's Newton. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's Johnny Hacker now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the 4th quarter, the divisional round. And they need to come up with something as they get this drive started. Prescott on 1st down. Benjamin's got it. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be 2nd down. Draw play, Elliott. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He finds his man complete. That's Schultz. And he will have a Cowboys first down. They needed 5 there on third down. He winds up getting 7. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
First down throw for Prescott. He'll get this to Elliott. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. On second down, Gary. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Schultz. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. On second down, Elliott. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on second and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll set up a throw. Eluding the pressure right. Over the middle, complete. It's Elliott. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. The Cowboys on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll set up to throw. And he's got it. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 2nd and goal as they look for a late touchdown. 2nd down and goal. Prescott dancing to his left. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Dak Prescott. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Cowboys have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. They'll let Elliott try and run it in. And he will get into the end zone as a 2-point conversion is successful. And the lead is down to a field goal here in the 4th. Taken at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Well, they can smell victory, partner. They can see it on the horizon, but certainly we're not done yet here. Defense still has 3 timeouts, and obviously this is a very slim lead they're holding on to.
And let's face it, the easiest way to get this done, challenge your ground game. Challenge your offensive line, your tight ends, your receivers, anyone who's going to lay down a block. Don't let there be penetration because they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and maybe bring extra people to the ball. If you can do that, make them burn their timeouts, run out the clock, life will be good. But if you really want to gamble a little bit, a quick play action, quick throw, might be able to get it done. Just make sure it's not incomplete and stop the clock.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And they'll indeed take a knee. And they'll run on the inside handoff. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
The Panthers season will press on as we say so long, everybody. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Panthers are winners here as we say so long from Charlotte.
Tonight, from Bank of America Stadium in Charlotte, North Carolina, it's the NFC Championship game.
One of these teams will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl in 2 weeks' time. Which will it be as we're underway in the NFC title game? And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. And they'll be led out by their third-year quarterback.
And we can talk all we want about football being a team game and leaning on different parts and aspects in order to get it done. And that's entirely true during the regular season. Some weeks it's the defense, the special teams, running the football. But in the playoffs, all the pressure reverts to the quarterback, and he has to play well and play at a really high level in order for his team to win.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence going for the deep ball. He's got a man complete. And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30. It's a big-time play there for the G-men. And even 40 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. They'll go to Barkley again. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves them with 3rd and about 6 yards to go. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, Lawrence. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Now on 1st and goal, a chance to get a leg up in this NFC title game. Barkley. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Barkley again. But he will lose yardage here. Back to the 4-yard line. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. Here's Lawrence to throw. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Call it a loss of 8 there, and it's going to lead to a 4th down. 4th and goal. And Gay knocks this one through. And the Giants are off now to a 3-0 lead. Not the touchdown they wanted, but hey, you're on the road in the playoffs. They did get 3 on the board.
Yeah, it's a good opening drive, so you feel good about it yourself. You get to the sidelines. The defense feels good about you helping them right out of the gate. The team, yeah, they feel pretty good about coming in the playoffs and getting points on the board right away.
So here are the Panthers under head coach Matt Rule. And they'll be led out by their quarterback and none other than Cam Newton.
And many people are having difficulty pegging exactly what they believe Cam Newton is at this point in his career. For me, when I see certain days and he's right, he can still be an accurate passer, can still get the ball downfield. And his running ability, especially inside the 10, still makes him a difficult quarterback to prepare for.
Newton on 1st down. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down. Here's Newton. And pass complete to Moore. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Panther 1st down. Now Newton. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
They should have put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
On 2nd and inches, Newton. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Throwing again is Newton. And it'll be caught in the end zone for the Carolina touchdown by DJ Moore. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Panthers have taken the lead here in this NFC Championship game. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So the Giants getting the football back here for their second drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that will bring up second down. On the draw, this is Barkley, and that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's third down. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Here's Lawrence. And this will be caught by Mooney. Past the 20. Touchdown, Giants. Darnell Mooney, 62 yards. And the Giants are able to move back in front. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Next possession forthcoming for Cam and his offense. He was 4-4 on that opening drive, including the touchdown pass, as he'll try again here to duplicate that success, starting with a first down. They'll start this drive out on the ground, and he'll get this up just shy of the 30. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On third down, they'll try and pick it up with a counter. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. They fake the give. Newton forced out to his left. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. 13 yards, first down, Panthers.
And that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Play action. It's Newton. Throw left side complete. That's Moore. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. On 1st and 10, Newton escaping the pressure right. Wide open receiver complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A good pickup there, 26 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out as his guys have now moved out in front. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And that makes it 14-10. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Darnell Mooney and the rest of this offense ready to go again. Making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but he's shredding defenses, getting big yardage with each and every one of them.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down. Barkley, inside handoff. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now fourth down. And the Giants send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. Fielded at the 33. So holding there on the return, and that'll back them up to start the next drive.
Yeah, that's a pretty easy call right there, partner. I think when the officials look in their manual and see the expression jersey getting pulled, that's a flag coming out every time.
Now a play fake, and it's Newton. Flushed out right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. He's going to look deep for more. A leap in. He's got it. He got it. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. Pretty good timing. He waited just enough for that post play to develop and laid it right in there.
And you know what a lot of teams do when they decide to throw a post route? Because it's a little bit longer developing play. They max protect. Bring everyone in, keep the tight end in, an extra back to make sure the quarterback has time to deliver the football.
And the Panthers are going to have a 1st and goal as he's inside the 10 down to the 7-yard line.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Slot man moves right. Newton now to throw. And it'll be caught in the end zone for the Carolina touchdown by DJ Moore. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half as his guys are able to extend their lead. And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point safely through, and that makes it a 21-10 game. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it concludes with a touchdown reception by DJ Moore. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
First down now, but that clock rolling. Lawrence. This one is Slayton over the middle. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it's second down. Clock rolling as the Giants will hurry to the line. Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw into the hands of Peoples-Jones. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 37. But to throw again is Lawrence. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. A 1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Lawrence's throw taken in by Chark. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Now Lawrence. And that one finds the ground, breaking a string of 5 straight completions. And it brings up 2nd down. No, third down. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Throwing again here. It's Lawrence. Got a man, Slayton. And the Giants are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2. Now Lawrence to throw. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them at the end zone as the first half winds down.
On 3rd and goal, Lawrence. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And the Panthers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. And the defense, Charles, they bent a little bit, but they did not break. And then on 3rd and goal there, the huge interception.
Think of the momentum they're carrying with them right now, Brandon, because in their mind, whether they want to admit it or not, they were conceding 3 points. Their goal was to keep them at the end zone, not give up a touchdown. Instead, they give up nothing. What a big-time play and a big-time stop by them.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just 1 play. And some room to work. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. As always, one half remains in the battle to see who will take home that George Halas Trophy and represent the NFC in the Super Bowl. We'll get back to you guys in just a moment. But first, let's look back to the AFC Championship game held earlier today. And it's the Indianapolis Colts who are heading to the Super Bowl as they await the winner of this NFC Championship game. So with that, let's get you right back out for the second half, as one of these teams will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl. To find out who, let's turn it back over to Brandon Godden.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Halas Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Panthers ready to go back to work to start the 3rd quarter. And I think here with the lead, CD, they have to resist that temptation to kind of looking ahead. Would you agree?
Absolutely, I would agree, because they know the stakes. They know the winner of this game goes to the Super Bowl. And this one, it's far from over. They were the better team in the first half, but they do know that they're facing their toughest opponent of the year, and they've got to be prepared for them to fight it out all the way and add a few extra wrinkles in the second half as well. They need to stay on guard.
Throwing on second and long. Newton checks this down to Hubbard. So it was already a gain on the completion, but tack on some more with that penalty.
Absolutely, and no matter what angle you're making the tackle from, you can't grab the face mask, and that's just putting your defense on its heels just a little bit more.
So now factoring in the face mask, here's 1st and 10. Here's Newton. He's got a man complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one good for 37 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Here's Newton. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. On 2nd and 10, Newton. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Chuba Hubbard, 27 yards. And the Panthers continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. And he pushed it right. It's no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the 3rd quarter. On play action, Lawrence. And this throw will be intercepted. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. Well, CD, we have seen it many times throughout the course of the season. This defense coming up large and snagging a big takeaway. But here they get not just the takeaway, 6 points as well.
And you just knew that for this team to advance, it had to get a big performance from this unit. And to this point, they've delivered.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. And New York set to take the field. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right. Lawrence hit and the ball is free. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And they will set up shop, red zone territory at the 13-yard line. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that sixth sense, doesn't he?
He really does, and I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime he didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show him this is what that time is, just what you're talking about, training him to understand this is the amount you have, make sure the ball's gone. Didn't happen in this case.
Touchdown! 4 touchdown passes now for Cam Newton. And the Panthers get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. A nice, tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only one play to score it. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Lawrence will throw. That's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Well, the margin on that scoreboard, obviously, for them, it looks daunting. But I don't know, Charles. They're probably not focused on that right now. Maybe just chaining together a positive drive with plays like we just saw, giving themselves something to build on.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. And what they have to be careful of is getting glued to that scoreboard, trying to do too much. Because if you do that, you're all but guaranteed to start making mistakes. Just focus on one play at a time and make each one successful.
On first down, Lawrence. That's complete to Slayton. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to bring up second down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. Again, it's Lawrence. He finds his man Johnson. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But a nice throw there for a good gain. And
pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Now, quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
Now Lawrence on third and long. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down. And the Giants send out their punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. The Carolina offense about ready to go. But they got to be thrilled with how they've operated so far in this one. They've got the nice lead, and now a chance to score here on 3 straight possessions.
Yeah, and the way that they are rolling, I just don't know how they get slowed down, because they certainly are operating at peak efficiency right now. They might want to think about giving some of their backups a little bit of work, though. Let some other guys get on the field and do their thing and save some of this for the next time out.
Newton. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. And they're going to speed things up here. On first down, it's Newton. Flush to his right. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. From the gun, here's Newton. He'll dump this one off to Hubbard. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Moore, the man in motion. Newton throwing again. Eluding the pressure right. To the right side, and he's got Moore complete. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good, soft in spots. There's an easy throw and catch for another first down.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. 1 quarter remains until the NFC crowns its champion. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Moore, the man in motion. Now Newton on first down. And he'll go right back to Moore, complete again. And able to get this to the 24-yard line. They began the play at the 12. It's also a pickup of 12 for the first down. To the air again, Newton. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand? They just kind of give us that look like that's what he's paid to do. So it's a very unusual situation. I'd want him out. They tend to leave him in.
Back to throw, Newton. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. Now Newton. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out, because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Now Lawrence on first down. And Shark calls it in. A big play there on the catch and run. 66 yards. The defense, they weren't fooled on that post route. They just couldn't make the play.
And the offense definitely tried to fool them, because you saw the other route combinations, didn't you? Anything that they were running trying to draw attention away from the deep part of the field, but still had it covered.
Well, that's the 3rd interception for Lawrence. And the Panthers are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead now. They have another interception. interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. 56 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it first and 10 now out past the 20. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. Five in the secondary now for the Giants here on 3rd. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 18. It's a Carolina first down.
Well, partner, nothing but praise for me for this offense. They have been tremendous all night long. They knew what they had to do to unlock the defense. And let's face it, this has been a master class in offensive football that we've been here to witness.
On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4. First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. Off play action. Newton. And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 29-yard line. 11 more yards there. This methodical drive continues.
Tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging it in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. The one thing we've both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect.
And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Throwing here, Newton. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And the Panthers are going to have a first and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
That's good power football on first and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Newton now to throw. Steps away to his left. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line. Miles Jack Able to get in there and drop him behind the line.
When you're this close to the goal line, you got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
Now Newton on 3rd and goal. Escaping the pressure right. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Well, something about this team, you just felt like they were one of destiny all season long, and they made themselves today, as you can see, the class of the NFC.
Yeah, and it's starting to look more and more like a Super Bowl trip is very much in their future.
And the fans starting to book those tickets. Now the try here for the point after. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. That drive, a long one, spanning 15 plays. And the final piece to the puzzle was the Cam Newton touchdown run. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Tonight, it's Madden NFL football. Super Bowl 60.
"59 years of champions have come and gone. Who will claim number 60 as we're off in the 2026 Super Bowl?" This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. And they'll be led by their 5'11" quarterback, and a mobile one at that. From Temple, it's P.J. Walker.
And no doubt he's living out a dream right now. He's had dating back to his first days of playing football as a kid. But he certainly can't get lost in the moment right now. There's still a Super Bowl to be played, and his offense, they're looking to him to be their leader. You can take it all in when it's over. Right now, you got the biggest game of your life to win.
And his first pass is incomplete. Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10. Walker. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd.
All right, partner, I'm going to be Captain Obvious right here. Not the start you're looking for offensively, right? Incomplete pass, followed by a sack.
And when he went down, it looked like that right ankle got turned, but thankfully he popped up okay, and they breathed a sigh of relief on that sideline. And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Now Walker. He'll give up 6 yards there on the loss, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Colts send out their punter, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Oh, look at the juke. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And the Panthers will take over in terrific field position. So now you've got their offense coming out for the first time with great initial field position. They're led out by their big-bodied electric quarterback, Cam Newton.
As we begin the Super Bowl, we're looking at one of the game's most important players. And whether he's the centerpiece of the offense or taking a backseat to his teammates, offenses always look to the quarterback to be a leader in moments like this. He's got to be that calm, composed pillar out there who stays level-headed and keeps everyone focused on the task at hand.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Now it's Newton. Looking middle, and that's complete. And they'll work this down inside the 30. 2nd and 5. A shotgun snap for Newton. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. Newton looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Complete on the quick throw to Moore. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. From the red zone now, Newton. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal.
Well, no question, this is exactly how they wanted to start this football game. And nice pass there. And now they're set up beautifully, Charles, to finish this off with a touchdown.
Yeah, but they've still got to finish it off, partner, and that means they've got to execute at this stage of the field.
And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Taking it in from 4 yards out.
And the Panthers are on the board first here in this Super Bowl.
Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down, score points.
You know what that tells me? They sold their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3 and out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stuff it. Then we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. And they got it done.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10.
And they go play action. Here's Walker.
He'll go up top here for Hamler. A fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
Typically with catches like that, we talk about the height of the wide receiver, but he's one of the shorter receivers in the NFL.
And it doesn't seem to matter, does it? Put the tape measure away. How about some of these guys under 6 feet tall? Antonio Brown, T.Y. Hilton, and Super Bowl 53 MVP, Julian Edelman.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
To throw is Walker.
And it's caught and stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
Taylor fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2.
A terrible spot for a holding call as he'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal.
Working out of the gun here, Walker.
Over the middle, that's caught by Taylor. A gain of 9 there, sets up 2nd and goal.
They'll run the toss here with Taylor.
And everyone on their assignment defensively there as he'll be taken down behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
A big one here early in this Super Bowl. It's 3rd and goal. From the shotgun, it's Walker.
He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. A gigantic sack on 3rd and goal. A loss of 12.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on third down. Sly able to put this one through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Bobby Okereke making that tackle. We've got a lot more ahead of us here in Super Bowl 60. Second quarter coming your way next. 7-3 the score. The NFL on EA Sports continues right after this message. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And down right around the 32-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Newton on third down. And that's knocked away and incomplete. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. .39 yards on the punt. Give him just 1 yard on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here. 1st and 10. Indy set to go on offense once more. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
And his throw here's incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Walker. He's going up top for Taylor. And this is dropped. Oh, my goodness. There was no one around him, but he took his eye off it, and it falls incomplete. And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. This is fielded at the 27. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers about ready to take over. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he'll get this up to about the 40. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed 1st down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on 2nd down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Newton, and his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. And he comes back with one complete. And he is going to have a Panthers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Newton on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Just a gain of a couple there, and it'll be second down. Here's Newton. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Well, a nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. Throwing on third down, Newton. He'll get this complete to the running back, Hubbard. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
2nd and 5 now. Newton. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Panthers continue to look good here in the first half of this Super Bowl. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the 2nd time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack. And you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line. And he's able to take it into the end zone.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And in the end, the finishing touch, an 11-yard run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Now Walker. Got a man. It's complete to Jelani Woods. So give him the yardage on the completion and also tack on 15 more.
If you get that hand up there, you've got to let go immediately or just not close the hand at all. He didn't, gave it a tug, and that was easy for the officials to see.
Play action now. Walker on the move to his left. He's got the connection downfield to Hamler. Touchdown, Indianapolis. KJ Hamler, 49 yards. And the Colts are back within a score. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Joey Sly on for the extra point. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
He doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. On 1st and 10, Newton.
And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Newton to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. To throw is Newton. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
We have reached the 2-minute warning. In fact, just under 2 minutes to play in the opening half of this year's Super Bowl.
On 1st down, Newton. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender. But the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
2nd and 2.
Now Newton. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs. But in this case, the pressure was too intense, and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Throwing is Newton.
He'll drop that down to Hubbard. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing again is Newton. Over the middle, it's complete.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Newton now to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. Now a toss here, short side. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. They give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. On 2nd and goal. Newton to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
3rd and goal, a big play in this Super Bowl.
Here's Newton. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And his kick is good. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10.
So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the fourth quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. So we've come upon halftime in the big one, the Super Bowl. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. What a season this has been. Hard to believe it ends tonight, as we'll get back to you guys for the second half of this Super Bowl in just a moment. It's been a tremendous season of football, but it's not over yet. One half remains to decide who will stand on the podium with the Vince Lombardi Trophy. And to call the second half, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter. And I think you'd have to say their coaching staff, all things considered, had to be pleased with their performance in the first half of this Super Bowl.
Definitely pleased, doing their best not to show it to their team, of course, because as you and I both know, their mantra all season long has been finish. Get the job done. They know how close they are to lifting that trophy. One more solid half of football, and they can do exactly that.
2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
Every now and then I can speak from experience because I do know, as a defender, it is awfully hard to stay with your man on these crossing routes because even if you don't get picked, there's a danger of being picked either by one of their receivers or maybe by your own defender. And on that play, that worked quite well.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Now a play fake, and it's Newton. And he'll be dropped at the 36. It's a good gain of 18 on a play that originated back at the 18. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 36. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. They fake the give. Newton. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. Here's Newton. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts 17-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him.
Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19.
finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
After the sack on first down, Newton, and that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Newton. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Christian Barmore getting in there to drop him.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
So on 4th down, Matt Rule brings out the field goal unit.
He was true on his first. This a tough one from 49 yards away. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10.
Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
Well, there's a big play waiting to happen. Receiver K.J. Hamler as the offense returns to the field.
Good day for him so far here in the 3rd quarter. He's hit pay dirt once, over 100 yards. But, hey, it's the 3rd quarter. He's thinking, I want more, right?
He wants more, and it just increases the confidence of his team because every play he makes, that means his quarterback is really feeling good about throwing the football. Probably feels like he can't throw an incomplete pass when he throws it to him right now.
Yeah, he's looked really, really sharp.
Off the play fake, Walker. Open man, Hamler, that's complete.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
To throw is Walker.
Flushed it, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set him back on 2nd.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback, he's not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Another try after the 1st down sack. Walker, he's got a man. That's Marshall. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
Walker now. That one finds Pierce right side.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Now onto the field, here come the Panthers. And last time they were able to churn some clock. They got the field goal, added onto their lead, but that was a drive that was so long, it should have ended in a touchdown. You know that's how they felt.
And we'll both be headed to the airport after the game, but we probably should go to the post-game press conference because someone's going to ask the head coach about this drive, and he's going to profess that he was happy to get points, and we know that's not true.
Yeah.
Okay, after this type of a drive, not getting a touchdown, a huge disappointment.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
I wonder if they're wandering back to the huddle thinking to themselves, can we just hit rewind and go back a play? Definitely not the down they wanted to begin this drive by giving up a sack. But for the defense, that's exactly how they drew it up.
Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Back to throw, Newton. He's got the connection to Moore. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Only 1 quarter left here in Super Bowl 60 as we get set to begin the 4th. The offense on 3rd down tonight, 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This is 3rd down and 12. He'll dump this one off to Hubbard. No gain on the play. And it'll be 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here comes the Colts offense now as they make their way onto the field. And we're at the time in this Super Bowl where, look, they need points. And they need them badly. Trailing here in the 4th quarter as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Walker. That's complete to Pierce. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Walker. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for the 1st with Taylor. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. They get the former number 6 overall pick, Quentin Nelson, out of Notre Dame that time. Walker from the gun on 3rd down. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete. Fourth down, Walker. Open man is Uzomah. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. On 1st and 10, Walker. He's got his man. It's Pierce. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Walker now to throw on 1st down. He'll drop this down to Taylor. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. To throw again on 2nd down. Walker. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And the Panthers are going to take possession here at their own 33. And here in the 4th quarter, defensively, you know that you're just going to blanket the field with defensive backs and say, okay, take your best shot. And that time, it's intercepted.
And we've often seen teams go into the prevent early, way too early, and sometimes they get too soft in their coverages. But not in this case. They understood the situation and played it with the proper aggression.
Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And they have been the better of the two sides to this point with a 2-score lead. 4th quarter of this Super Bowl. And the Lombardi Trophy within reach as they start this drive 1st and 10. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. It'll be a gain of 16 for number 16.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Newton now to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up.
Have to give credit for a nice play there, but also have to look at it as a blown assignment. He became a free runner that turned into a free hitter.
Now Newton. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead,
down 20-10, 2:25 remaining. They've come so far this year, but they need 2 quick scores late in this Super Bowl. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
and it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Walker. That is caught. It's Uzama. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Panthers are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they've got in this rookie corner. And with good reason, as you saw there.
He only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. You call that pick in early, and he shows why he was so coveted with that interception there.
That time, the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold him.
And they do finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 41. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And they'll run on first down with Hubbard. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. And they'll go again here with Hubbard. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. Trying to barrel up in there, but I don't think he got it. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still 8 up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
That's it. It's all over. And the Carolina Panthers are your Super Bowl champions.